We're so happy that you're here with us today and that you can be here for this time for motivating everyone and helping us see our weaknesses as strengths as we begin this new week. And when I say weaknesses as strengths, I mean weaknesses can actually be something that helps you grow even more when you center yourself on what matters and your values, and you're able to achieve even greater things because you have to overcome your struggles. And everyone here in our industry has very similar struggles, right? When it comes to our clients, our teams, and whatnot. And today, we really want to talk about some ways that can help you achieve more this week with your teams, achieve more with your clients, and really build a, a cleaning service that can not only function on its own, but really have your teams be there for each other and your clients love your teams, and like hardly any complaints, hardly any bickering going on, no bickering actually. Our team is amazing. And part of it is because they are just incredible women, but also part of it is that Kevin and I give them, I guess you could say, the breathing space and the encouragement to really look out for each other and grow as individuals. Welcome, Kevin.
Absolutely. Thank you. Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. You hear us say this over and over every week, but Monday is our favorite day of the week. And it's a new opportunity to leave the past behind and to focus completely on our future. We look forward to Mondays because every Monday, as y'all know, Grace and I spend this time with y'all here in the American House Cleaners Association social media channels. So we can all kick off the week with a lot of things to think about: positivity and growth and success. And we're going to get started here, but I just want to say, make sure that you listen all the way through today, because at the very end of this very quick visit this morning, we're going to share and remind you about two awesome opportunities that are coming at the end of this week for all members of the American House Cleaners Association. And you're not going to want to miss out participating in both of these events. Are going to be incredible, tons of fun, networking and opportunities for growth in so many ways.
Yes, and I really look forward to seeing everyone. It's been a long time. So we've done these roundtables before and they were amazing. And I'm excited to get them going again. So we'll talk more about that in a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're seeing the comments come in. We're seeing everybody log in.
Hey, y'all.
Happy Monday. It's really great to be here with you. And let us know in the comments what you think the most important leadership skill is as a cleaning business owner. And if you're listening to the podcast, once you get home tonight, find the American House Cleaners Association group on Facebook, jump in the conversation, and let us know what you think too.
Absolutely. So today we're going to be talking about, just giving you guys sort of a little tip and a little boost in what you're doing. And I see some of you are having a hard time finding people to join your teams. And that's also a common problem that I think our industry has always kind of dealt with, because it is such labor intensive work and it tends to pay less than a lot of laborious jobs. So why would anybody want to work for a company when they have to do really laborious work and they're not getting paid very much? There's a lot of different things that we can talk about as far as remedying that. And we have in our private leaders group. And if you haven't joined the HCA yet, you need to as soon as you possibly can. We make it very affordable because we want to uplift every cleaning service in America and beyond, and really spread this mission of increasing respect and awareness and the necessity of our trade, and then also give you guys the tools to really grow and thrive in a way that's most healthy, which our industry really has been lacking for a long time, right? It's been seen as
It always has.
menial. It's been seen as menial. That's why it hasn't paid very much, because it's seen as menial.
Yeah, the
And-
turnover rates have been horrendous.
Yeah.
I mean, there's different opinions, but I mean, I've heard 7 weeks, 7 months, no longer than that.
Yeah.
And it's just cycling through employees and no real long-term commitment there to the company. Why is that? It's
lots of things.
Our whole
Yeah.
industry has never really been an industry, and that's our opinion. Until the American House Cleaners Association started this mission 4 years ago
Mhm.
now, our industry has been controlled by the chemical manufacturers and distributors, and that's it.
And the culture of that, right? The culture. So the chemical manufacturers and chemicals seem to be like the focal point, like, the chemists behind the chemistry going on when you clean. But the fact is that the actual people doing the work have tools and their chemicals. It's kind of like praising a hammer instead of the carpenter, right? Praising the saw instead of the builder. And that's what's kind of happened with our industry. It's all about the products. It's not about the people actually doing the work. And that is changing. It's
Yeah,
slowly
absolutely.
changing. But
It
we want
absolutely needs to
completely
change.
Yes.
And that's what we're here for. That's the mission of the HCA, is to destroy
Right.
the stigmas on cleaning and also on the clean providers.
Right.
And so when you join the American House Cleaners Association, you're going to get the professional cleaning provider online certification course, which you're going to want to take repetitively until it really just completely makes sense, because that's going to transform your business and really help your business take off and
Mhm.
soar. And you're going to get all the other resources, all the files and the templates, the telehealth, medical, all that stuff. But the most magical thing of all, besides the PCP course, is you're going to get an invite to join our private leaders team. And that's not the Facebook group that you're in right now watching this live. That's a private group that Grace and I have a Thursday call just with our leaders every week, as well as an invite to join the private leaders chat channel, which is an amazing supportive community.
Yeah.
All day long, all night long, leaders from around the country are helping each other grow. And it really is just an incredible community.
It really is. Yeah. Yes, it really is. And it's so important. I mean, we all read it all the time, right? That you need to surround yourself with supportive people who understand where you're coming from, who can relate to you and really support you in your journey. And that's really what we have in the AHCA leadership group. And I know that I think we were saying it's about 900 more people need to get into that group that are paying AHCA members but aren't aware of it, or maybe just don't feel like they can commit to it. Just so you know, there's no commitment of any kind. It's all just an extra resource for you to support you in your journey as a cleaning service provider. So so maybe we should dive in real quick and give you guys a few things to be thinking about this week as far as your teams. And just giving an overview. And I, like I said before, in the leadership group, we go more in depth, and we have in the past, and we will continue to. But anyway, your team is the most important part of your business. There is not a single thing or client, nobody is going to help your business succeed like they will. And so making them your focal point of giving them great benefits, giving them great pay, and then encouraging their souls, like encourage them who they are, what they're doing, and helping them understand how important what they're doing is for your community, and communicating that to them as often as possible. And then the other part is really nourishing the relationships of your team members. Because if there's like rifts between the team members, which I think all of us have experienced, if you've ever had a team of like 5 or more, at least, maybe even 3 or more, you might have friction between people. People have differences. Some people have weaknesses that annoy somebody else, and vice versa. And it's a really important thing. It's like one of the most important things, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely.
To encourage that relationship that they have with each other. And there's different ways to do that.
Yeah, in fact, I think a lot of the times, thinking back, we've been at this for over a decade now. We're live streaming today from Texas. We own a cleaning service in Washington State that we own and manage remotely, and we're also the founders of the American House Cleaners Association. You know, a lot of people when they start building a team, they forget or they don't know maybe that, and they keep the focus on the clients. Like the clients
Right.
is their most important asset. We got to serve the client always comes first. The client's always right. None of those things are true. But when we start growing a team,
Right.
our main focus and priority is not our clients any longer. We now become a leader, right? We're not our team does not need to be managed or controlled, or we're not there to to do those things. We're there to serve our team, we're there to
Right.
support our team, and we're there to lead our team. And so once we decide I'm not going to clean solo anymore, I'm going to grow a business, I'm going to grow a team, our main focus now is I'm a leader. I need to shift and pivot and change my mindset, grow my mindset first and foremost,
Mhm.
and then focus all my energy on being a leader and serving my team.
Yeah. And I think a lot of people can get confused because of our culture and the culture of the whole world for a very long time, which is leadership is dominance. Leadership is telling people to do every little detail, like press that button, do this, do that. That isn't leadership. That is what you would call micromanagement. And the most successful like cleaners, like people that professionally clean, are going to be able to work freely, and they won't have to have someone constantly correcting them and pointing things out to them and whatnot, and write-ups and whatnot. So that would be like another really big thing. That's another really big thing that is going to encourage the growth of your team in a healthy way and actually produce better quality cleaning when they don't feel like they have someone breathing down their neck. Yeah.
Absolutely. And I would encourage you, everybody right now, if you have a cleaning team, we would encourage you to really spend some time the rest of the day and just think about this. What kind of leader am I? Am I having trouble growing my team, finding quality team members,
Or keeping people on board
and
Yeah.
retaining team members? There's a little thing going on right now, y'all, called the Great Resignation. Okay, the world is changing right now. How business changes, technology, AI. There's all kinds of reasons for it, but it's times like these when the world shifts. Small business leaders, we need to shift too. We need to pivot too. We can't keep doing the same things that we've been doing over and over. And what we're
that aren't
sharing with you
working.
today
Yeah.
is that future team members have a lot of options right now where they can work. Every single business, from big, medium to small business, has a now hiring sign on their. Some people even have it right on their business. Like you drive up to their storefront and it's right there, now hiring. $18 to $20 an hour or whatever. So the shift needs to be, how can I lead and how can I better serve my team?
Right.
Because now that there's so many options, people don't want to work and be micromanaged, to have somebody telling them to check this box, check that box, do this, this is how you do it. They want to work for a brand, a leader who's going to respect them and help them become better as people and become better leaders. And so that's where our shift in our mindset needs to be right now, which is, hey, it's competitive out there in the workforce right now, and I'm going to find people that want to join this mission, and I'm going to serve them, and I'm going to teach them.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah, and I'm looking at one of the comments. I don't see who it is. I will after we're done here, but just that we are leading leaders. We are leading people who have that leadership heart about them because they can lead themselves. And the 7 habits of highly effective people, that's one of the things that he talks about is personal leadership. We have to be able to lead ourselves. If you can't lead yourself, how can you lead anyone else?
That's habit 3, I think. And
Yeah.
and I think it's the one thing that people lack the most.
Wow.
Is that.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I know with our team, it's been incredibly important to recognize that they are leaders and that we are here to support them. Rather than a management, it's assistance. We are there to assist, making everything kind of jive and the right clients with the right people, and just keeping their work schedule flowing, and as easy as possible, moving from one thing to the next. We don't like to have a lot of high pressure situations like hurry, 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 hurry. That doesn't jive well with performance in the long run. They do work very efficiently. We get kudos about them all the time. Like, people are very impressed with the dependability, their love for what they do, their love for each other, their hard work when they're in every home and business. And yeah, I'm just so incredibly proud of our team. And
Me too.
the next thing, and this is, one of the struggles that you guys were talking about, and I hear it all the time, is the recruiting factor. Recruiting the wrong people is the fastest way to get yourself into a nightmare. Because if you're recruiting people and then you're keeping them on your team and you're having to micromanage them because they don't really care about what they're doing, and fights are breaking out in your team and everything, that's really going to hurt you mentally and emotionally. It's going to make you want to give up, right? Sometimes we all have to go through phases in life, though, and we can't give up. But recruiting is like the first part and one of the most important parts of building a good team. And it's just, the first thing is, you're not trying to hire on just more helping hands or more just people to do what they think is menial work, because it's not menial work, and it takes a lot of integrity and heart. And so with every interview that you do, you really want to look for those features in their life, what they've done with their life, whether they're parents. Most of all of our team members are moms, and they love to clean their own homes. And this is something, it's a trade that didn't just come naturally to them probably, but a skill that they were developing before they even came into the Handmade team. And so looking out for people who have a genuine interest in cleaning and that care of families, and that you can tell at least seem to have a good heart. Those are the kind of people that you want to look for. And you're going to find more commitment that way, and just better team members to join your team. You don't want to bring on poison, right?
No. And if you do accidentally bring on poison,
because it will happen. Yeah.
cut it out immediately.
As soon as you see signs of it.
Yep.
Yeah. In our onboarding, like orientation and handbook / basically contract with our technicians, that we recently redid a lot of it, and eventually we'll share with you guys. But one of the things that we have in there is our code of ethics. And it is one of the only fireable offenses is if you break this code of ethics. And part of that is how they treat each other.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. If you don't have a code of ethics in your business, make one. Right. It's just as important as a mission. And so having a mission statement and a code of ethics is extremely important, even if you don't have a team right now, to develop one for the culture of your company, and put that on your website, put that on your social media, share it with your local community. And
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it definitely helps. And just, it kind of sets that tone from the very beginning of your company, and making sure that they see that, because some people won't even look through, they won't read it all. So having a process that you can make sure that they see that code of ethics, and explaining it to them in person and saying, this is what we expect. And doing that from the beginning can really, make all the difference in building a strong, healthy team. So All right. Well, on Thursday, here's our announcement for this week. Do you want to do
Yeah,
this? Okay.
if you are already a paying member of the American House Cleaners Association, you're invited, but you have to be in our private group, our private leaders group. And starting this Thursday and once a month on the last Thursday of every month, we're going to get together on Zoom, all of us on our cameras and our microphones, and we're going to read a success book together every single month. While we're working, you can listen to it on your audiobooks, on podcasts.
Mhm.
And then once a month, we're going to get together and we're going to talk about the book, and we're going to talk about what our take is on it, what we've learned from it, how we can apply it to our personal lives, how we can apply it to our businesses to become better leaders, and how it will help us grow our business. And so this Thursday, and it's going to be in the evening time. I think it's going to be at 9 p.m. Eastern time. That's 8 p.m. Texas time, 6 p.m. Pacific time. And so this Thursday, we're going to kind of lay out the ground rules for the club. And we're going to announce the first book that we're going to read together. And then a month from this Thursday, we'll get together and we'll talk about that book. And it's going to be a lot of fun. And if you, Grace and I, we spend at least an hour every day reading. And for us, what we do is we listen to the books on Audible while we're at the gym every morning. So while we're exercising our bodies, which is really important in personal growth, and especially for the mindset, we're also listening and we're learning how to become better leaders, how to grow our character, and to become stronger individuals, stronger couple, and stronger business owners. And so if you haven't ever read books like this, here we
Here's your
go. This is a
opportunity.
great opportunity
Yeah.
to do it with all of us.
And I'm really excited about this because I'm the kind of person, like, I like different ideas and like hearing different angles and hearing like um and thinking about different angles of life. And when you bring people together on a common ground with the same information, there can be so many ways of seeing it. And I think, and it wouldn't necessarily, it's not going to be, I'm not talking about different ways of seeing it that butt heads. I'm talking about just different angles where you can pick up new values and new core points to your life through looking at it through other people's eyes. So I'm really excited about
Me
this.
too.
Yeah, definitely. All right.
And then on Friday,
Yep.
so this Friday and every last Friday of the month, we're going to get together. It's called the Elite HCA Leaders Lounge, and so it's an incredible. And if you've been there before to one of our group meet us, let us know in the comments like how that is and what that means to you, because it means a lot to Grace and I. And I know all of you feel the same way that are members in the leaders team. And so what that looks like is once a month, we're going to get together on Zoom on Friday night and the last Friday of the month so that we can, you bring your own bottle of wine, your own beer, your own iced tea, and we just hang out. And it's not Grace and I speaking and coaching you or anything. We're there at the table, having a conversation with all of y'all. And so it's an awesome opportunity to come in, and even if you can't stay the entire time, but just to drop in, say hello, and share with us how your month went and what your goals are for the next month. Bring up any challenges that you're having, share your wins with us, and get to know each other. And it's really amazing to be talking to leaders from New York and Texas and Washington State and California, Florida, and everywhere between, and learn that hey, we're all having the same struggles no matter where we are, and we're all growing together. And then to meet up the next month and just see who's how we're crushing our goals and how we can help each other grow even more. So we're really excited about this Friday. And if you are already a paying HCA member, to get the invite on Zoom, you need to be in our private leaders chat channel. So send me a DM on Facebook or send HCA a message, and so that we can get you into that chat channel, so that you make sure that 10 minutes before we start, we'll send a link out to you in a message. And so you can join the lobby 10 minutes before. And then when we start, we'll be streaming live into the public HCA group so that Everybody in the
learn from
community
us.
can learn from all the leaders, and then also can get to know all of us leaders from around the country
Yes.
too. So Friday, put it on your calendar, 9 p.m. Eastern time. And yeah, we really look forward to seeing you there.
All right, y'all. We hope you all have an amazing week, and we will see you on Thursday and Friday night.
All right, take care.